Hello students, welcome to this online course of Water Resource Engineering. So in the previous lecture we have started the new topic which is water requirement of crops. So we have seen why in a country like India we need water for irrigation, and what is arid region, what is semi-arid region. Because of irregularity in water or rainfall, we are heavily dependent on irrigation system for the agricultural purposes. So today we are going to learn about crop period or base period. So the time period that elapses from the instant of its sowing, what is it? From the instant of crops sowing to the instant of its harvesting is called the crop period. The time at which we are sowing the crop and the time elapsed after that till the harvesting. Let us say we have sown the seeds at 1st of September and we are harvesting it on 15th of October. So what is the crop period? The September is having 30 days and 15 in October. So 30 plus 15 will be 45 days. It is an simple example. The time between the first watering of a crop at the time of its sowing to its last watering before harvesting is called the base period or the base of the crop. So crop period is from first sowing till harvesting. Base period is from first watering to the last watering. First watering after sowing, last watering before harvesting. So let me just show you what I want to say. Like at this is a timeline, okay? Sowing, we have sown the what seeds. So after sowing we are not going to give water. So as you know that we used to apply the water at fixed interval. Okay, so this is harvesting. This was sowing. Okay, so in between we are going to apply the water at a particular interval. So this is first watering, this is second watering, this is third watering, and this is last watering. So crop period is this time. This is crop period from sowing till harvesting. And what is base period? Base period was first watering after sowing till last watering before harvesting. So I hope this is clear, the difference between crop period and base period. Okay, so let us see what are the various correlations. So crop period is slightly more than the base period as I have shown you, but for all the practical purposes these two are going to be same. We will be taking for all practical regions or for all the calculation, crop period will be equal to base period. Okay, so hence growth period or crop period or base period we will be denoting as B number of days. So now comes the new terms, the irrigation terms. In from this topic in GATE or engineering services or any other exam, you will be seeing like every year problem is coming from this topic. So if you are preparing for GATE or any other examination, please try to understand this concept very clearly. So first concept is delta and duty. These two concepts are very important. So first one is delta. What is delta? Each crop requires a certain amount of water after a certain fixed interval of time. throughout its period of growth. This I have shown, like after sowing we are applying water at particular interval depending upon the requirement of the crop. The depth of water required every time generally varies from 5 to 10 centimeter depending upon the type of crop, climate and soil. So the each time what we are watering, the depth is 5 centimeter to 10 centimeter. We are not applying water in a one go. We are applying water at fixed interval of time in small amount. So generally it varies from 5 to 10 centimeter. The time interval between two such consecutive waterings is called the frequency of irrigation. Okay, first watering, second watering, third watering, fourth watering and so on. So the time between these two consecutive watering, like first watering and second watering and third watering and fourth watering. So this time between two consecutive watering is termed as frequency of irrigation or rotation period. The rotation period may vary between 6 to 15 days for different crops. Depending upon the crop, this rotation period will be like 6, it can be as low as 6 or it can be as high as 15 days. Okay. So now the summation of the total water depth supplied, during the base period of a crop for its full growth will evidently represent the total quantity of water required by the crop for its full-fledged nourishment. So the amount of water which we are applying in like first watering, second watering in small intervals, so if we are going to add that, what it will be showing? It will be showing the water depth which is supplied to the crop for its base period. Why we are doing that? So that the crop will grow in full-fledged nourishment, the crop will get the full-fledged nourishment. This total quantity of water required by the crop for its full growth, or we can term it as maturity, may be expressed in hectare meter or acre feet. So hectare meter will be a unit of volume, because hectare is a unit of area, and multiplied by meter it will give us volume, or in million cubic meters or million cubic feet, or simply as depth to which water would stand on the irrigated area if the total quantity supplied were to stand above the surface without percolation or evaporation. I hope this is not clear, so I have to repeat it again. This total quantity of water can be expressed. How we can express the quantity of water? Eventually we are going to supply volume of water only, like 10 liters, 100 liters, 1 metric liter, 10 metric liter. In these units we are going to supply the water. So this can be expressed as like hectare meter, million cubic feet. This is one way representing the water in terms of volume, or simply as depth to which water would stand. If we are dividing this volume with the area, what we are going to get? We will be getting a depth. So we can express this total water as depth to which water will stand on the irrigated area. So if we are going to divide this total volume of water with area, what we are going to get? We are going to get the depth of water which is going to stand on this area. Let me show you this. Like, let us say this is the irrigated field having area A. So we have supplied volume B. So if we are dividing this volume by area, what we are going to get? A depth. So this is H. What is H? H is a depth of water which is going to stand on this irrigated area. Okay. If the total quantity supplied were to stand above the surface without percolation or evaporation, what we are assuming that the amount of water which we have supplied to the field is not being percolated or is not being lost in the evaporation process. So this you have to assume. If we have put 1 liter of water to a particular field or 1 metric cube of water, we are assuming that all the water is utilized by crops and nothing is going to be waste in percolation or evaporation. So the delta is a depth. This total depth of water in centimeter requirement by a crop to come to maturity is called its delta. So delta is a depth which a crop will require during its base period for its full maturity. Okay, so this is, I hope, clear. So let us do one question. If rice requires about 10 centimeter depth of water at an average interval of about 10 days and the crop period for rice is 120 days, so you have to find out the delta for the rice. So please try this. So this is your homework. I will discuss this in the next class. Okay, so this is your homework. So this is all for today. We will be meeting in the next lecture. Thank you.